Arizona Humane Society volunteer Perry Fanzo has dedicated more than 2 decades of his life helping abandoned pets find their forever homes. He was recently presented with the prestigious Lifetime Achievement President's Volunteer Service Award. Perry Fanzo joins us now alongside Kelsey Dickerson of the Arizona Humane Society and a couple of little furry friends. Good to have all of you here on Arizona Horizon. Congratulations to you, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think when you got that award?
It's kind of a surprise, the years flew by. That's all I can say.
I was going to say, 21. Yeah. Does it seem like yesterday when you first started doing this?
It does. It really does. Yeah. Did I plan on working 21 years doing this? No. You think you're going to do it for a while and see what happens. I think most people, when they do volunteer work, kind of think, we'll do it for a while and see what happens. But it's pretty addicting.
Yeah. What got you started in this?
Actually, we do the Pets on Parade television show, and so that was really my first exposure to the Arizona Humane Society. I moved here in '85, and the show's been on for 64 years or something like that now. Yeah. And I watched the show, and I thought, well, that'd be a really, really kind of a cool thing to do. And didn't really even know you could I don't know why, but I didn't realize you could actually volunteer for the Humane Society. And so decided one day to give them a call and started volunteering, and that was 21 years ago.
Yeah, 21 years and a lot of dogs. And I want to get back to how many dogs you've had to, be with and then say goodbye to, which is one of the reasons it was difficult for me. But volunteers, very important to the Humane Society. The process of this award, how did that work out?
Yeah, so like you're saying, volunteers are absolutely critical to the work that we do. So we are so thankful that we were able to give Perry this absolutely incredible award that came from President Joe Biden himself. So really what it is, it's really easy. If you hit the amount of hours that you need, you just need to be nominated by an accredited nonprofit like the Arizona Humane Society, have at least 4,000 hours, and be chosen by AmeriCorps. So obviously Perry has well exceeded that 4,000 hours over his 21 years. It's upwards of about 16,000. Probably even more. I'm sure there's a lot of hours not accounted for, but volunteers like Perry are so compassionate and so critical to us being able to save the lives of little ones like these.
Talk more about that. How it's kind of the cornerstone of what you do, are they not?
Truly. The Arizona Humane Society is a nonprofit. We could not do the work that we do without our volunteers. Last year alone, they donated more than 64,000 hours, and that's allowing us to be able to care for almost 18,000 sick, injured, and abused pets each and every day. They really do everything from dog walking to volunteering in our trauma hospital, even in our thrift stores. So truly, there are so many different ways that you can help make a difference in the lives of homeless pets that just have nowhere else to go.
And Perry, I see these 2 little dogs, and they're just the cutest things in the world, and I would fall in love with them immediately. Mm-hmm. How do you say goodbye when you've done your job?
You really do have to go in with the right mindset. I talk to so many people who say, I can't foster. Yeah. And we have a term, foster fail, which means you actually don't return them, you keep them, right? And everyone says, well, if I did that, I'd have, 50 dogs in my home. You just have to go in with the right mindset that what you're doing is it's a short-term thing to get them to a point where they're adoptable. And you just have to go in with that attitude that you're not going to be keeping these guys. It's just, you're helping them along the way, and particularly puppies. They go through a very, very important developmental period between about 6 and 12 weeks, and that's about when you start fostering. And I look at it as I'm that person really that has to show them how to be to socialize them and get them used to people. And so I kind of look at it that way, and so I think, okay, here I am fostering, and they're going to go back now and become good dogs for somebody. So that's kind of the way I look at it, yeah.
But Hurricane Katrina also, there were a ton of dogs you dealt with during that catastrophe, and you helped quite a few animals there, did you not?
That was probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen the Arizona Humane Society do. That night, 274 dogs came in. They were supposed to come in around 7 o'clock at night. We waited and waited. I was working a normal shift that night, and they said, can you stick around? I said, oh, yeah, we'll help. They didn't come in until about 9 at night. We processed 274 dogs through triage that night. There were all of our veterinarians were there. Some pro bono veterinarians were there, and a lot of other people. And we left around 3 or 4 in the morning that night. And we processed that many dogs that night. That was absolutely incredible. You can imagine every square foot of the shelter there was a dog.
I would imagine as well that all sorts of volunteers were doing all sorts of different things, huh?
Yeah, you know, like I mentioned, we truly utilize our volunteers in so many different ways, especially with big situations like Hurricane Katrina. But our emergency animal medical technicians and our field team, they go on investigations each and every day. They're bringing in 30 to 60 pets each and every day. And so without our amazing volunteers who are doing the work inside and out of our shelter, we wouldn't be able to continue to do the life-saving work that we do. So we're just super grateful for that.
So for those who are so looking and they're saying, okay, I think I can handle this, I think I can do this, how do they get involved? Where do they go? How does that work?
It is so easy. You visit azhumane.org/volunteer. It tells you everything that you need. You just apply, and then one of our volunteer engagement coordinators will reach out to you, see where you'd like to start your volunteer journey within the Arizona Humane Society, and get you signed up. And we also have, so Perry obviously has a more consistent schedule like so many of our volunteers, but we also have one-time volunteering options as well. So it really fits everyone's schedule.
Well, congratulations to you. Great, well, very rewarding. What a rewarding life you've lived, and continued success to you and to the Arizona Humane Society and to these two little furry people who I imagine they're so well behaved. Are they available?
They will be shortly. I'll be fostering them for probably about 2 weeks.
2 more weeks,
They'll
huh?
be up for general adoption.
All right. I got a funny feeling they're going to find some forever home. Thank you both for joining.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.